Hey Jays, I'm Brady Mayer.
And I'm Amber Mears, and we have a great show in store for you today.
We'll have some important information for seniors, as well as some talk about our wonderful fine arts department here at LHS.
Of course, we will also be talking about the amazing athletics we have here at LHS, headlined by what our men's basketball team and wrestling teams did over spring break.
And don't forget, we will have a weather report from the one and only Calvin Wager. Now, let's get to the show. Now, before we start, Amber, how was your spring break?
Mine was pretty good. I went to Springfield for both of the boys' basketball teams. Then I played a lot of soccer, so I kept myself pretty busy. How was yours, Brady?
Mine was super fun as well, but I'm also glad to be back in school.
Speaking of being back in school, don't forget that on April 5th, A-Day and B-Day kids will finally be combined to go to school together 4 days a week.
That's right, Amber. It will be nice to come back and see some of our friends we haven't been able to see every day, but we will also still have Wednesday off, so that'll be good.
For seniors, they will only be in person for 5 weeks before they get out of school. And on that note, a reminder to all seniors, if you have not signed up for the pancake breakfast tomorrow morning, make sure to do that.
This pancake breakfast will be exclusive to seniors and will be from 7 to 8:15 a.m. tomorrow morning. Chris Cakes will be there and it'll be $5 a plate.
In other news, Liberty Key Club is holding a bingo night on Thursday, March 25th at 7 p.m. to fundraise for their scholarship fund.
This scholarship fund provides local scholarships to LHS Key Club seniors throughout the community scholarship program. All the money raised from bingo night will go to the scholarships, so try to attend.
Congratulations to the 14 LHS students who qualified to the National Speech and Debate Tournament in June by placing at the NSDA District Tournament this past week.
Blue Jay Nation is very proud of the entire team for rising to the challenge of competing virtually all year and for all of your hard work this season.
Yes, congrats, guys. The LHS Theater Department is hosting a musical theater dance workshop for this Friday night after school from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. in the PAC for any LHS students interested.
Students just need to sign up by emailing Mrs. Geroline for more information. Spots are limited, so sign up now.
Now we're going to head to a quick commercial break.
We also want to congratulate some of our students who have been selected to the 2021 Missouri All-State Choir.
These students worked very hard to get to this point, and we are of course extremely proud of this group.
With all of that, we also have received All-State Band honors.
We are also super proud of this group of individuals. All-State Jazz results will be revealed next week on Monday.
Wow, we really do have some great fine arts and music programs here at LHS.
That's right, Brady. Speaking of which, we also have an amazing rugby team. Let's head over to see how COVID has affected them after this quick break.
I think we can all agree that this year has definitely been a wild ride, especially when it comes to sports. Let's hear what rugby player Mac Bybee has to say about wearing a mask and taking the necessary precautions of COVID-19 during the rugby season.
I guess it's not that big of a deal because we kind of wear it in school and stuff, kind of used to it. But yeah, it can be annoying, especially with your mouth guard.
The restrictions of COVID-19 definitely have effects on the teams when players have to quarantine. But rugby has maintained to keep a good amount of players just as years before.
About the same. Corona has been a little effect because people, when they do get sick, they can't come to practice for a couple weeks, but that's about it. They have to be quarantined for a couple weeks, and then everyone on the team has to get quarantined until they get tested. So we just have to follow the procedures and guidelines.
Well, there you have it, Jays. In the midst of all this craziness, rugby is still able to overcome the obstacles and challenges of COVID-19. From KLHS, this has been Taylor Quinn, signing off.
Thank you for that wonderful package, Taylor.
Brady, I hear we have some great sports teams who just got done with some spectacular seasons.
I have heard that as well, Amber. I say we throw it on over to Reagan to fill us in.
What's up, Jays? Reagan Mandis here, and we've got a lot of ground to cover today, so let's hop right into it. Starting off with wrestling, our boys absolutely crushed the state meet with their second consecutive state title, which is huge. Absolutely huge. Congratulations, guys. We are all super proud of you. On to men's basketball. The Blue Jays took on state for the first time since 2018 and produced one of the best runs in Jays basketball history. The basketball team took second place in Class 6 this season. The team finished with the second most wins in program history, going 26-5. Starting with their first game of the state tournament against Fort Zumwalt North, the Jays snatched the dub with a score of 53-51, with Stubbs scoring the final layup to finish the game. Some key players in that game: Javion Byers was the front runner for the Liberty offense with 18 points, including 7 during the third period. He also contributed 3 rebounds. Two other standout players from that game were Luke Stubbs and Bennett Sturts, who scored 10 and 12 points respectively. The following day, the Jays played the Kickapoo Chiefs. Kickapoo came out swinging with a 13-point gap at the end of the first quarter, and the Jays certainly had their work cut out for them, but they slowly whittled down the gap to being 5 points towards the end of the fourth quarter. But even with that comeback, Sturts putting up 28 points overall and the Jays scoring 22 in the final quarter, Kickapoo still came out on top with a score of 71-62, punctuating a phenomenal season for the Jays and leaving everybody pumped to see what they'll do next year. On to some spring sports news. The Lady Jays soccer team went head-to-head with Park Hills South last night on a rainy, cold matchup and lost to the Wildcats 0-2. The Jays track team has 2 meets this week, one duel tonight, and the Ron Ives invite this Friday at LHS. That's all the sports news I've got for you today, Jays, so let's head back to the front desk.
Thank you so much, Reagan. It's amazing how much success our teams have had here at LHS this year.
It really is amazing, and it's exciting considering we still have spring sports just not getting started.
Speaking of spring, let's head over to Calvin Wager for a weather report.
We are back, Jays. Today looks like a high of 57 and the low being 45. Tomorrow looks like a high of 50 and the low being 49. Thursday looks like a high of 52 and the low being 47. Let's head back to the front desk with Bray Mayer and Ember Mears.
Thank you for that outstanding weather report, as always, Calvin.
Now for our senior spotlights. Our first senior is Grayson Yaney. Grayson is involved in Stuco, NHS, and Link Crew. Her favorite high school memories were being in the student section during basketball games. Next year, Grayson Yaney plans for attending K-State to major in architectural engineering and minor in leadership. Grayson would advise everyone to live every day like it's your last. Congrats, Grayson.
Our next senior is Bailey Middleton. Bailey is a part of Key Club, Leadership, NHS, Breakfast Club, Spanish Honor Society, Link Crew, and the volleyball team. Her favorite high school memory was beating STA to go to state for volleyball for the second time in school history. Bailey will be attending the University of Mississippi to major in accounting and continue her volleyball career. Congrats, Bailey.
That is all the news we have for you today, Jays. Now, if everyone could please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all. For KLHS, this has been Reagan Manus, Calvin Wager, Taylor Quinn, and the rest of our amazing production crew. I'm Brady Mayer.
I'm Ember Mears.
Have a terrific Tuesday, Jays.